بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على سيدنا ونبينا محمد وعلى آله الطيبين الطاهرين واللعنة الدائمة الأبدية على أعدائهم أجمعين إلى قيام يوم الدين. Assalamu alaikum, my beloved ones, wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Inshallah, we're going to continue our discussion, and this will be our final session on Tawheed. We said we are going to take a little bit of everything because we don't have enough time. We barely have 5 sessions, so there are more sessions. Inshallah, if Allah gives us success, we are going to continue next year bi'idhnillahi ta'ala. So today we are going to continue our topic on Tawheed. Today we are going to discuss the concept of one creation and one God. What does that mean? There's an argument which is a bit confusing between the philosophers, confusing to them. But if we follow the direction of Imam Ali ibn Abi Talib alayhi salatu wasalam, it is clear, salamullah alayhi. And we thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for keeping Imam Ali alayhi salatu wasalam, or giving us Imam Ali in our life. So the school of Ahlul Bayt are fortunate, and those who are not from school of Ahlul Bayt, who considers Imam Ali alayhi salatu wasalam a source of logic, wisdom, and great knowledge. So what does it say? Let me just first put the argument in front. Okay, so there are philosophers. They said that we said Allah is everywhere in everything and out of everything. Okay, that's what was our conclusion. Now there's a question. How is Allah in everything and out of everything and in the time and out of time and everywhere? That means the whole creation, God engulfs the whole creation. So God is more greater and more expanding than the creation itself. The creation is something very little, okay, like a drop in the ocean, maybe less, like a molecule, like an electron or quantum of a drop in an ocean of the entire existence, where Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is everywhere in the existence. So existence means Allah is everywhere. We can, if there is existence, that means everything, everywhere. God is everything, in everything and out of everything. That means God exists everywhere. Okay, there's no place where God does not exist. So that created an argument. Some philosophers, Muslim philosophers, they said that God and the universe is totally separated. Okay, like the separation of these two. Let me put these two things like the separation of these two things. I'm using hypothetically physical examples. God is metaphysical, just to let you understand. Okay, so these two things, they are separated. So God and the universe, God and me, God and you, God and this computer, they are separate, totally separated. Okay, so God is somewhere out of our realm. He's not here. God is in the heaven, in the sky. So there's God and there's the whole universe. This is just a close example. These things are complicated, but I'm just making it simplified for our beloved ones in the holy month of Ramadan, especially in this time pre-iftar. So God is somewhere and universe is somewhere else. So there's separation. And then from this view, the thing comes closer and closer and closer. And then when the ideologies, because these are spectrum of ideologies, I'm giving you in 3 summarized points. Point number 1, God, universe, separate. And then other theories, they come closer. So if I ask you how many points did I summarize the opinions, you'll say 3. But there are so many spectrums of opinions inside this. Okay, so one is separation. Another is total, like one. God, like I am God and God is me. Like that is oneness. God and the universe is one. That means this is God and this is a pen. This, that means God is inside it. Okay, this is like inside it means like khalas, I can say this is God. I can say this is God. I can say this is God. So that is, many of the Sufi philosophers, they went to that direction. Everything is one. There's no multiple. Okay, there's one universe, only one. Everything is one. That is God, and the universe is you are God, and God is you. Okay, that is also some of the philosophers, like Sufi philosophers, they have these kind of strange ideas. Our Imam Ali alayhi salatu wasalam gives us moderation, direction of moderation. Salamullah alayhi. See, these complicated things related to God, no one knows, no Sahaba know nothing except for Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam and Imam Ali alayhi salatu wasalam. And we thank Allah. And because people, they left, by leaving Imam Ali, people, they left the ideology of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So they were never able to figure out these detailed things. But as knowledge advanced, Imam Ali alayhi salam was there. Imam Hassan alayhi salam was there. Imam Hussein alayhi salam was there. Our Imams were there to clear these ideologies and misconceptions. Okay, so how is the relation between God and the universe? You said that God is in everything and out of everything. So are we gods? Like, can I say I'm a god? No, 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 no. This is where those Sufi went. And are we then separated totally? This is where the other extreme went. Our direction is balanced. The words of Imam Ali alayhi salam are clear. We're going to read the words of Imam Ali, but I want you to understand the sun and the sun ray. The sun ray, these are again physical examples. The sun ray is part of the sun, correct? But is it the sun? Can we say it is the sun? No. The sun ray is part. It is generated by the sun. But it is generated by the sun, but yet it is not the sun. So the sun ray is different than the sun. So that is what, there are two things, two entities, yet they are attached with each other, yet they are connected with each other, but they are separate. They are what? Separate. But are they totally separate, disconnected? No, they are in connection. Now again, these are physical examples. Please do not compare Allah with the sun. Okay, we are trying to bring example that something can be source, and something can be the effect, the musabbab, and then something can be sabab, yet the sabab and musabbab are connected and not separated, but yet they both are different. So they are together, yet they are different. See, amrun bayna amrain. There is a connection, there is a oneness, but then the existence itself is in separation, yet they are in one. Now let me see if I can give you an example about this tobacco mandarin or something like that. So the bottle and the perfume, they are one, but the perfume is different. And this is very far example, but I'm just trying to bring the idea close. But yet the perfume and the bottle, they are one. So when we take out the perfume, the bottle stays bottle. If the perfume evaporates, the bottle stays bottle. Okay, so this is like two things. They are one, but yet they are two different things. Now again, a sponge and the water in the sponge. Okay, this is very obvious example I use most of the time, but again, this is a physical example, and Allah is way beyond these examples, but just to let you understand the idea. So when the sponge has water, can we say the sponge and water are one? Yes. But can we say the sponge is equal to water? No, sponge is different. Water is different. We cannot say sponge is water and water is sponge. I hope this is clear. If this is clear, rewind the video, listen to it again. Okay, I've tried my best to simplify it as much as possible. Now let's see the words of Imam Ali alayhi salam and let's see the ayat of the Quran which has this kind of manifestation. So yes, this is not. Let me fix this. This is not Surah Al-Zukhruf. Okay. Uh, this is not Surah Al-Zukhruf. Yes. Where did the slide go? Yeah. So this is not Surah Zukhruf. This is Surah Qaf. Surah Qaf. Let's see. Qaf. Surah 50, Ayat 16. I hope you'll remember this. Okay, perfect. Can you see this? Oh, let me share this thing. Okay. So in Surah Qaf, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, أعوذ بالله السميع العليم من شر الشيطان اللعين الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم ولقد خلقنا الإنسان ونعلم ما توسوس به نفسه. So that's the ilm part. That God created the man, the human, and he has the knowledge of whatever whispers and whatever thoughts, whatever mind, whatever thinking he thinks, thoughts in his mind, God has the knowledge. So this is knowledge of God. Because those people, they say, no, God is everywhere with his knowledge. Okay, which obviously, if we say God's knowledge is that, that means he's everywhere with his that. But they don't mean like that. They mean, no, they separate between the knowledge and the that of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. But in the school of Ahlul Bayt, alayhi salatu wasalam, ilmuhu aynu that. Self of God is equal to the knowledge. So here we have knowledge, God knows. But then there is an ayat which talks about the kind of literal physical nature, okay, of God's existence. وَنَحْنُ أَقْرَبُ إِلَيْهِ. God is not a physical. We are physical. But God is close to us from our jugular veins. Okay? وَنَحْنُ أَقْرَبُ إِلَيْهِ مِنْ حَبْلِ الْوَرِيدِ. حبل الوريد physical, God metaphysical. God is very closer to us, closer than the jugular vein. That means God is inside me and out of me and everywhere. Okay, so that means that God is, if God is inside me, he's not me and I am not him. That is the misconception of many Sufis. No, God's, if he's inside me and I'm inside the realm of God and existence of God, but yet me and God are not same. God is different, I am different. God is metaphysical, I'm physics. God is not bound to time, place, matter, I'm bound to. So see, there are two different things, two different entities, two different characteristics. So we cannot say I am me and God are one. No, I'm in God, God is in me, God is everywhere. But yet I'm Safdar Radhi and God is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the creation. So this was ayat number 1, which is in Surah Qaf, which God is more closer to us than the jugular vein of our jugular vein. And then um, the another ayat is in Surah Mujadala 58:7. This ayat says, "Ma yakunu min najwa thalathatin." That two people, they have secret talk. Okay, they have secret talk. When they talk secretly, God, if there are two, God is, if there are three, God is fourth. Illa huwa rabi'uhum. If there are five, God is sixth. If there are, so and so on. So there is no two people in anywhere in the universe. They talk secretly, God is with them. Okay, God is with them in China, God is with them. So this withiyya, the ma'iyya, the thing, is it like God really, or God is only like he's aware about them. No. The ayat says, وَلَا أَكْثَرَ إِلَّا هُوَ مَعَهُمْ. He is with them. With them. So that means he's everywhere with them and out of with them and in their time and out of their time. Nothing limits Allah. So when they say with them, are they God? No, they are not God. Is God them? No. They are different, yet inside and close in the self of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, in the wujud of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, but yet they are disconnected. So now let me just mention the words of Imam Ali alayhi salam, and we in our session today. So we mentioned this mawjudun la adam. So he was existing without any in existence before him. That means there was no in existence before him. There was always existence. What existence? God himself. Now, those people who say, no, there were creation and that's God was there and God had some creation with him eternally. How can they be creation if they're eternally? That means who created them? Or no, sometimes they say, no, God created them and they were eternal with them. So how it doesn't, if God created them, that means they were not there. And God was always there. So when did God created them? So there is a moment where they were not existing and then they existed. Focus with me. There's this misconception available among some Shias also. They say, if God is creator, there has to be creation. That is false statement. That's false premises. Who said so? If God is the creator, that means he's a potential creator. That means he can create anytime. These are from his attributes of action. That means he did not create, he created later on. That doesn't mean that he could not create. That's the misconception when these people they follow, fall into. God was always a creator, be it there is a creation or there is no creation. He was always, always, always a creator, but he was alone and there was no creation with him. So that means we have in existence, we have God. So there has never been in existence because God has always been there. That's what Imam Ali says. God exists without any prior in existence. That means he was always there. Remember yesterday we discussed the endless chain? That's number one. Focus with me. I'll take a few minutes extra in English بس شوي أعطوني وقت أوضح هاي المطلب وبعدين أبدأ العربي. So God was always there. Okay, God was always there. There was nothing before him. But was there any creation with him? No. He created the creation. The first thing he created was the light of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, or the nur of, or the existence of Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, according to the school of Islam. So therefore, he created. So there was nothing with him when there was no creation, but yet he has the potential power to create. It's not that he could not create. That's done. So that now Imam Ali talks about the association of the creation with Allah, the one God and one creation, not totally like becoming one thing. Okay, like this cup of water, this cup of water, they become one water. No, like the sponge and water. So not totally separated like these two pen, God separate creation, no. And not totally one, like this water becomes mixed, it becomes one water. No, it's like sponge and water. It's like sun and sun ray. A physical example, okay? God is beyond that. So the creation, Imam Ali says, موجود مع كل شيء. He is there with everything. مع كل شيء. لا بمقارنة. But we cannot compare. Incomparable. Like this bottle, the perfume, we cannot compare it with this bottle. This is just a physical example. Okay? Sun ray, we cannot compare it with the sun itself. But here, the meaning is beyond our physical and limited mindset. That means God is in everything and with everything, but not comparable with them, because there is nothing like him. You cannot compare God with la bimuqarana, without any comparison between God and the creation. Everything and God, they're together, but not comparable. God is something else than all his creation. وَغَيْرُ كُلِّ شَيْءٍ, and God is different. Again, la bimuzayala. Again, without any capacity to compare between God and the creation. When two things are side by side, we can compare. Okay, two bottles, two different bottles, but we can compare them. Size, la bimuzayala. No, God is with them, but other than everything, no measure, no time, no place bonds God. For the whole creation, other than God, time, place, and matter is there associated with them. So this was the words, beautiful words of Imam Ali ibn Abi Talib, which explains the whole concept of one God, one universe. They both are one, yet God is different in his characteristics, and his creation is totally different. There is nothing like Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. وآخر دعوانا الحمد لله رب العالمين وصلى الله على محمد وعلى آله الطيبين الطاهرين. So the ayat وَنَحْنُ أَقْرَبُ إِلَيْهِ مِنْ حَبْلِ الْوَرِيدِ, in which surah? You can give me the surah number, or you can give me the name of the surah. Which surah was the verse, we are closer to him than the jugular vein? والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. إن شاء الله نبدأ بعد دقيقة بالعربي إن شاء الله. والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله.